Okay. Focused on the hood again, I know. Doesn't help with the precip and everything falling, so let me try to fix that for you guys. All right, how about that? Thank you. Appreciate the patience while I do this by myself. Multitasking, answering messages, checking on stream situations, things like that. Okay, thanks, Nate. That should look a little bit better, hopefully. Yeah, it stays connected and pauses when I switch to another app to look at something. So, unfortunately, the last minute nature of this chase left me just streaming this video you guys are watching on my cell phone. So, maybe that'll change this year or next, where I get a whole setup to stream on a laptop through a camcorder, but that costs a bunch of money that mama don't have, because I have to start paying student loans now. So anyway, I'm going to make my way back to Amarillo. I'll drive around Dumas a little bit just so you guys can see what's going on. I mean, this is pretty obvious. Dumas has a lot more snow than Amarillo. I just measured 2 inches on the grass. So let's head north. Cool blinker. I didn't know you were turning, so I'm glad you did. Let's see what Dumas is up to. Very quiet out here tonight. Stop. It's very quiet out here. I guess it is 8 p.m. on a Thursday, so most people are home anyway. Feels earlier for some reason to me. Okay, light. How is everybody doing in the Panhandle, northwest of Amarillo? Goodness gracious, this has got to be one of the longest lines. Okay, it's like they heard me. still above freezing, so that's good. It's back up to 34 in town. Oh, it's a construction light. I'm like, this light's not even working. Lord have mercy. Okay, thank you. Oh, they fishtail just a little. Anyone joining on Texas Storm Chasers, either on Facebook, YouTube, X, or TikTok, thank you. Appreciate y'all being here. I am Chelsea Burnett. I'm used to chasing severe weather in this area, definitely not winter precip, so this is the first go at it for me. New year, new themes, am I right? So it looks like on radar, I'm driving through the heaviest, or not the heaviest, but driving through the last bit of this counterclockwise spinning system, bringing this snow to the area. So what I'm thinking of doing is turning around and heading back south into Amarillo. Not gonna give it much more thought here. Plus, I have a non-refundable room back in Amarillo that I'm kind of anxious to get back to. So I'm just going to make my way back into Amarillo on 287 while roads are still semi-decent. Guy some room. Cool. Okay. I hope there's not a median there. Okay, cool. Roads are okay here in Dumas if you take it easy. I was just behind a truck at a light and they fishtailed just slightly. Looks like on radar the heaviest bit of snow is falling around the Stinnett and Borger areas. And then it looks like it switches to rain around Pampa. So, and it looks like the southern end of this counterclockwise spinning system is actually sweeping in back into Amarillo. So Amarillo, you'll probably start seeing snowfall again. You're already seeing it on the southwest side of town. Lake Canyon and such, Tanglewood, you guys are probably seeing snowfall again after a brief break that you all had. So you see people are still going the speed limit, which is 35, so it's decent out here if you have good tires and you maintain a decent speed. It was just getting above about 50 on 287 coming into Dumas. Not a good thing. Also, thank Baldy and Chief for manning these streams for me. Jason Cooley has been at it all evening. He just took a quick break. So Baldy and Chief is at the helm monitoring things for us on all of the Texas Storm Chasers platforms. So let's all thank Baldy and Chief and meteorologist Jason Cooley for their efforts this evening, while I drive and they maintain the stream in the background for me. So I am by myself. I'm not chasing with anyone, which is not my style normally, but no one else with our team was available to come out here. So this was kind of a last minute decision that was made about 11 o'clock this morning. And I was able to snag a rental within an hour, pack, finish work, and then hit the road by 12:20. So I left Dallas-Fort Worth about 12:20, where it was partly cloudy and 55 degrees. You wouldn't know I was headed to go chase snow. Actually, the skies had cumulus and looked like more like a spring day. Spring chase day is the vibe I was getting on the way up here. But about Clarendon, between Clarendon and Claude, is where I started noticing the changeover from rain to snow. And then once I was in Amarillo, it was all snow. So it's been an interesting drive so far up 287 from the Decatur area today. If you're watching on my Facebook, Storm Chaser Chelsea Burnett, thank you to everyone who has sent stars, who have commented, who have provided information throughout the evening. Y'all are the real deal as well. Some of y'all, namely Mario and Jennifer, y'all been keeping up since I left and went live. I think I went live about 4 o'clock. So thank you to everyone who has been sitting with me and hanging out this evening. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And again, another Allsips, another comment about how I could go for a nice hot beef and bean chunk of a burrito right now. I just want to get back into Amarillo, so I'm not going to stop. Is this truck in the middle of 2 lanes? Looks like it. Yeah, they are. Okay. Whatever floats these boats here in Dumas, I guess. I see what's up. This car is just a little over to the left. There we go. Actually has a Christmas vibe. I know it's not Christmas, but man, this snow just gives the Christmas vibes we were all wanting about 10 days ago. Big old chunk. It's going to take me about an hour to get back to Amarillo from Dumas. According to GPS, anyway. obviously because of the weather, so. Looks like only the right lane is getting utilized. Heading southbound on 287 out of Dumas. Speed limit's now 75, but I'm only going 45. Because I don't play. Is that someone's house? Yeah. I thought these flashing lights were on the highway, but they're at whatever this is I'm about to pass. Those flags are standing straight out, so it's pretty windy out here still. Thanks, Wade. Glad you could join us. Especially all the way from the Caribbean. However, I actually interchange those two words. I don't have a rhyme or reason. It's just whatever floats out of my mouth first. I actually would rather be in somewhere like the Virgin Islands right now, but here I am. There we go. Why they were braking. It's a little slick. Yep, it's slicker than snot right now. Okay. I'm in a rental that has par tires. I did look at those tires actually last week when we had this rental. I'm actually driving the same rental that I had when we were in Chicago for Christmas, the exact vehicle, to where the rental car guy picks me up and my phone connected immediately to the Bluetooth and started playing my music. He's like, oh, yeah, you did have this car. I said, yes, I did. So I noticed driving up to Chicago, the tires were okay. They're not balding, but they're not beefy either. So, gotta take it slow. Northbound is still moving slower, but at a decent pace. I'm sorry if the stream lags a little bit. I'm heading back toward Amarillo, so the service might be lagging here and there with AT&T, so I apologize. It's a little bit of the area plus the weather, so just bear with me. If it pauses, it'll come right back. Please stick with us. Who is just joining the Texas Storm Chasers on any of the socials, Facebook, YouTube, X, or TikTok. Thank y'all for being here. Thanks to everyone who has sent super chats, stars, gifts, things like that. It's much appreciated. It's not expected by any means, but it is much appreciated to anyone who sends. So thank y'all very much for doing that tonight. Helps pad the chase bill, as this was a very last minute jaunt out the door on my end. And I'm riding solo, which is not what I typically do. I typically try to chase with other people, but I was the only one available at this time to head out the door and get here before sunset. So thank y'all for being patient as I toggle back and forth between things, as I'm streaming from my cell phone with AT&T service. It's an iPhone that I have streaming to a third-party platform, which is being adjusted into the social media platforms you're watching this on now. So a lot of technology goes into bringing this stream. So you could thank Jason Cooley for helping me get set up with that, and Baldy and Chief David for also facilitating this evening, making sure things stay connected and nothing goes awry. So thank those two gentlemen in the comments if you haven't already. Meteorologist Jason Cooley and Baldy and Chief David Reimer. Also thank you, Jason, and to Adam Lucio, my significant other, for manning the comments on my Facebook stream. So thank you both for doing that for me tonight. And thanks to everybody on the Facebook stream for your time and attention as well. There, and it needed my attention. So thank you all very much for being here. However you're watching, thank you, thank you. This is Chelsea Burnett with Texas Storm Chasers, and Storm Chaser Chelsea Burnett on Facebook, and just Chelsea Burnett on YouTube. Sorry, that was an incoming phone call that I cannot take at the moment. So if there was a brief pause, it's because I had an incoming call I had to reject. Deny. It's 8:30. I haven't had dinner. I barely had a lunch. I'm hangry. I'm officially hangry, but I'm maintaining myself pretty well. So, I've got coffee I'm sipping on. Road southbound is actually a lot more covered than northbound was when I came through about 30 minutes ago. case in point. I'm only going about 40 miles an hour. If that should tell y'all anything. And the speed limit on this highway is 75. But nobody in their right mind is going that speed, thankfully. I have witnessed, or not witnessed, but I've passed several vehicles that were spun out into the side, into the grass. Everyone had help, had help already. So all is well there. And earlier on the stream, we passed a snowplow going northbound that was actually operating, plowing the snow off the left side of the highway. So those operations have already begun. Did see that happening southbound on 287 as well. So it's good to see those efforts are happening. Oh, Rich, sorry, that was you asking for the update. Thank you, Tyler, for updating that. Appreciate that. If anyone knows people in the area, Amarillo and surrounding, if y'all want to tag them and ask them how they're doing, ask them what it's like, where they're at. Us at Texas Storm Chasers, we appreciate those updates and those location reports. Also, if you have Radar Scope, it's an app on both Android and iPhones. You can actually report what's going on if you're signed, if you have a username and all that fun stuff. You can make a snow report. And I think you can also make reports on the National Weather Service website for Amarillo, as well as Lubbock, because I think you guys may or may not have gotten snow as well. I haven't been paying attention to that far south, so I'm sorry I don't know the specifics there. But any pictures, any measurements you guys can take with rulers. I think the proper way is on grassy surfaces. I might have that backwards. Again, winter weather is not my forte, but here I am. So any and all reports that anybody has, if you guys want to make those in the comments or tag folks that you know that live in the area, ask them how they're doing. We'd love to hear from you guys. Chunks of snow in the road, and I can only guess that's because it's fallen off of semi-trucks. I think that's a... No. Well, that was our first. Temperatures are back down at 32. So things might be trying to ice up. The snow is a little bit heavier as I head south on 287 toward Masterson. Looks like whatever grooves people drove into the snow are already getting covered up. So, sounds like I headed back at a good time. More snow chunks. Stop. I thought that was a semi that was ditched, but that is a mini pull-off. Okay. Oh yes, thanks Stanley. The Coco Ross website too. I keep forgetting about that one. I'm not sure why. I know about it. It just doesn't come to the forefront of my mind when talking about making reports. So thank you for that reminder. For anyone curious, I did take a ruler and measured 2 inches of snow in Dumas already. With more to come, I'm sure, as this system swings back around from the south as it exits the region overnight. Sorry, Nate. It could be just the network, the service. I'm kind of out here in the middle of nowhere between Dumas and Amarillo, so AT&T might be a little bit dicey, especially with the weather. That doesn't help. So I apologize, folks, if the stream starts lagging and freezing. Just stick with me as I approach Amarillo and hopefully have better service. So I just trust that these grooves people are making are in the right spot. Because I can already see a semi coming up on me that's going to want to pass. And I need to be in the right lane. Oh, yay for reflectors too. Right lane has not been traveled. Dang it. And it's starting to get that glossy look, so it looks like the shoulder might be freezing over already. Would not be surprised by that. Y'all actually might be able to see the road better than I can. These big chunks in between these lanes are cracking me up. I don't know why. Alright, I'm coming into Potter County on 287. Yeah, I realized the stream froze and I'm sorry. The that truck looked like it'd been there a while. It had snow on it and it looked like it was unoccupied, so I believe whoever was in there is already gone. Yeah, Stanley, you can barely see these lines. Oh, there goes another snowplow on northbound side, so that's good. There's another snowplow on the right, waiting. So Potter County, you're being taken care of along 287, so that's good. I think I'm getting close to Masterson. I haven't looked at my maps yet, so I'm not sure. But I just crossed over into Potter County a couple miles back, so bear with me. There's a semi that's going to try to pass me. here shortly. I think I'll slow down and let that happen. Dang! Glad I slowed down for that. Holy crap. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, here comes another one too. Alright, y'all brace yourselves. Here comes another splat. Ready? On a bridge. 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that wasn't as bad as... Okay. Woo! This weather ain't playing. That was on a bridge, so there was no way I was going to try to speed up for that. Tell me y'all saw that. Was that as spooky as it was for me in real life? Temperatures are right at 32 degrees as well, so that's also why I'm not playing. These roads are probably freezing up as the night goes on and less traffic flows through here. I'm going about 50 in the right lane. That seems to be clearer than the left lane, judging by the stream. Someone else that's behind me that I think will probably attempt to pass. Curious what this vehicle will look like when I roll into Amarillo. It just got spit on by a couple of trucks. Chonk. I just heard a chonk fall off the back. Okay, brights aren't too bad. What the heck? I'm still 30 miles away from my hotel. Thank you all for watching on Texas Storm Chasers socials, whether that be YouTube, Facebook, X, or TikTok. We very much appreciate it. I appreciate you guys on my Facebook Storm Chaser page as well. This is Chelsea Burnett with Texas Storm Chasers. I am riding solo this evening. The rest of the gang had other commitments or things they had to take care of, so I rented a vehicle last minute, and I am out here helping to report on this winter storm for the Texas Panhandle this evening and into the overnight hours. So for anyone who just joined, I'm heading back toward Amarillo from Dumas on 287, heading southbound. Temperatures are hovering between 32 and 34 degrees on the surface. Roads are okay. Speed limit's 75 on this road. I'm doing about 50, and I feel pretty safe with that. I'm not going to go any faster, only because there have been a few slick spots. But if you have been watching a while, you may have noticed in the last few minutes that the roads have actually started to improve some, whether that be from the snow plow efforts that I have seen ongoing already this evening, or the snow is just not as heavy in this area. I am in Potter County, trying to figure out if I've come through Masterson or not. Yeah, I think I have already, or I'm about to. But definitely Dumas, I've seen the heaviest snow up there so far. I measured 2 inches with my ruler in front of everyone in the drive-thru at McDonald's, so that was fun. But thank you guys for being here. Since I am a one-man show this evening in the car, I have primarily been focused on driving, while Baldy and Chief David Reimer and meteorologist Jason Cooley have been watching things behind the scenes for me with the stream, moderating the chats on each platform. So if you haven't already, please thank them too for bringing this stream successfully to you all tonight. Without their help, I wouldn't have gotten this up and running so quickly, given that this was a very last minute chase decision as of 11 o'clock this morning. So I was able to get a rental within the hour and hit the road by 12:20 after packing and finishing up work and feeding the cat and all that fun stuff. So be sure to give some appreciation for David and Jason both, and to everyone else who's been providing comments and other information. So yeah, in the last 5 minutes, things have drastically improved. The roads are much better. The snow is tapering off. It's hardly falling at this moment. I think I'm in that lull of the spinny low that's moving counterclockwise, spinning through the area, bringing this snow. There is a lull between the northern and the southern end of this system. So I suspect as I come back into Amarillo, I'll hit that southern end of it and there will be snow again. But for now, roads have pretty much cleared up. I'm going 60 miles an hour with no problems. And the snow is cleared up, both on the road and in the sky. Wow, what a change. For anyone who's been tuned in consistently for the last 20 minutes, it's like night and day on this road. So that's good news. So Masterson and south toward Amarillo, 287 is pretty clear. But if you get north of Masterson into Dumas, it does start to get a little slick again. So take it easy if you do have to get out here tonight. 65 and we're cruising. I probably won't tempt fate with 75, but I'm pretty pleased that my drive has improved out here. There is somebody stuck on the side of the highway here, it looks like. We'll safely get past them. It's like it didn't even snow. This is night and day from Dumas till now. I'm about 27 miles from my hotel still, so travels friend. Outside temperature is 34, which is a relief. Because if it was below freezing, I would still feel a little nervous getting up to speed on the highway here. But man, this is a huge improvement. And no issues. Crossing Canadian Road. Very impressed. Very happy with how this has turned out. Jason, if you're listening, yes, I'm good with that. If it's snowing in Amarillo, I'll continue the stream from my hotel. I will take a break for a second. Jason will man the stream while I go inside and check in and all that fun stuff. No one really wants to witness that, so I'll get set up in the room, continue streaming if there's still snow falling, and we'll just keep this going for however long you guys will hang out. So thanks again for being here. So far, no deer. I was a little nervous about that, being way out here, if the deer would be moving or not. I suspected they weren't, but you never know. I'd have venison for dinner at least. I'll catch up to everyone's messages when I get back to my hotel room. I've seen a lot come in, and I will address those accordingly. So thank you, thank you. Snow is clear off 287 southbound, so that's impressive, especially if you guys have been watching for like the last half hour. You would have witnessed the dramatic improvement in the highway that I had. So between Dumas and Masterson, it's definitely pretty slick. About 40 miles an hour is about what I was able to go. Now I'm going 60. And it's just wet roads, but I'm still going to just take my time getting back to the hotel. bit windy out here, though. I can feel it pushing on the vehicle. North of there, I turn around and headed back to Amarillo. Slower. You never know when you'll roll up on something like that. The temperature's gone up another 2 degrees, so we've gone from 32 in Dumas to 36 now as we continue toward Amarillo. But I was only willing to go up as far north as Dumas because I have a non-refundable room booked in Amarillo. So I haven't had dinner, I'm hungry, it's 9 o'clock, so I decided to turn around in Dumas and head back. So I got some footage on the streams and things like that. Like Amarillo is getting some snow again, so there should be some snowfall happening as I am rolling into the hotel. So that's cool. head into Amarillo, there will be some light snow showers happening as this low continues to spin and move out of the area. It's taking its sweet time though, it really is. I think we're getting into the outskirts of Amarillo now with the lights on the horizon. My stomach just growled, so it's like it knows. For everyone still watching at this 9 o'clock hour, thank you to everyone on Texas Storm Chasers, whether that be YouTube, Facebook, X, or TikTok. We very much appreciate it. I'm a one-man show this evening. I'm chasing solo. I don't have a chase partner. So without the help of Baldy-in-Chief David Reimer and meteorologist Jason Cooley, I wouldn't have been able to pull off this last-minute trip so easily. Getting the stream set up very last minute on a mobile device, no doubt. Getting signed in with stream keys and codes and websites and apps. It actually costs a lot in the background for these subscriptions to these different platforms, these third-party platforms that we bring these live streams to you on. So without the help of those two brainiacs, I wouldn't have been able to stream. So if you're still with us on Texas Storm Chasers, please give those two guys a shout out, and to any and all of the moderators who have been monitoring YouTube, Facebook. Thank you to everyone who have sent super chats, stars, gifts, things like that. It's very much appreciated. It helps keep our mission pushing forward. As I mentioned, it does cost us money in the background to keep these platforms running. So, huge thanks to those two dudes. Actually kind of foggy here now that I'm rolling into the northern part of Amarillo. There's some light fog at the surface. It's not snowing yet, but it's foggy and 34 degrees according to my vehicle's thermometer. That's a nice rig. Wow. Definitely some moisture on the roads, so I'm just taking it easy. It's still winter weather advisory on these boards. I'm kind of surprised because the National Weather Service in Amarillo upgraded it to a winter storm warning. But maybe that's for the northern counties. Maybe not Amarillo proper. But I was surprised to see that. Take a quick break as I pull into the hotel and get checked in and all that fun stuff, because I'll need my phone to do all that. But we'll just have a brief pause. Jason will be on with us, kind of help things stay moving moving along until I get checked in, get set up in my room, and I'll happily continue to stream the snow. It does look like it's continuing to fall in Amarillo, so I'll stream that until it moves out of the area. A little late for dinner recommendations, I guess, because it's going to be 10 o'clock by the time it's all said and done. I just brought leftovers in a cooler, to be honest, and I'm just going to plop those in the microwave. That's chaser meal prep for you. Chasing typically leads to us getting into our hotels pretty late at night, so we've learned to just pack things that we can just eat in the room. Either we reheat it or we eat it cold, like a sub sandwich or something, or we order pizza, because typically those places stay open a little bit later than your sit-down restaurants. But I'm so hungry that I don't have time to wait, so I'm just going to get to my room, warm up this stuff, and enjoy myself. Have a light drizzle happening. It's not snow, but I'm coming up on Hastings Avenue on 287 South, and we have a light drizzle happening. I don't believe it's snow again yet. And there's some fog that has settled in to the area too. You might be able to tell by looking at the lights. Water park. Wow. Amarillo seems to have melted away whatever snowfall they had earlier. It's already mostly melted, even on the grass. Temperatures are at 36 degrees right now, so things are slowly melting away as these temperatures remain above freezing for now. So that's good news. Still some snow on the embankments closer to the bridge, but down at the ground level.
In a quarter mile, keep right to continue on US 287 South.
My bad, you guys. Very foggy as we get more into town. Yeesh. see the mist like move. Whoa! Was that like a misty little dust devil? That was neat. Ooh, this is sick. Definitely some slush on the bridges here. Wow. I'm so hungry. Oh my gosh. You can barely see the Amarillo National Bank at the top. That's how foggy it is here. Ah, the green light blessing again. Snow has melted somewhat here in downtown Amarillo. There's still some chunks of it on the grassy spots, but you can tell it's melting away already, so that's good news. Some of it could freeze back overnight though, depending if these temperatures get below freezing, which it looks like it's hovering at about 34 degrees.
In a quarter mile, use the right two lanes to take 940 west exit toward Albuquerque. Use the right two lanes to take 940 west exit, then keep right. Keep right at the corner.
It's very foggy compared to what it was when I was here in Amarillo
940 west for 4 miles.
about 3 hours ago. Goodness. I am going to take a brief break here in about 5 minutes, just so I can get checked into the hotel and all that. All my stuff is on my phone, which is what I'm streaming on currently. So if you guys need to take a potty break or a snack break, it'll be a great time. Looks like snow is moving back into the Amarillo area, so if it's snowing outside of my room, I will gladly stream that until it's over. So that's the plan. So here in about 5 minutes, I'll take probably a 5 to 10 minute break, depending on how long it takes to get checked in and get settled into my room. And then we'll go from there. So if you guys want to continue watching, stay tuned. If you don't, have a great night. All of us here at Texas Storm Chasers greatly appreciate you watching, tuning in, tagging friends, sharing this with anybody you know that lives in the area. In the morning, I'll probably have an update as well. I am staying overnight here in Amarillo, so if snow does happen to fall again overnight and it's sticking around in the morning, I'll probably have a live stream going for my ride back, so you all can see the road conditions heading out of Amarillo. But so far it's great here in Amarillo. I-40 is clear. We're moving along at the speed limit of 60. At least I am. So I'll take a break here in a few minutes to get checked into my room. Jason Cooley, meteorologist in-house, will be able to keep the stream going, hang out with you all while I do all of the business with the hotel and get checked in and get into my room and settled.
In 2 miles, take exit 65 for Boulder Street.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna take probably a 10-minute hiatus, maybe 15. It just depends on how long it takes to get checked into the hotel. So again, thanks to everybody who's been watching. I'll be right back, but this will tune out for a few minutes. I think there might be a live radar that will play instead, but Jason will get that up and running when he can. But I will be back.